All right, so hey you guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you like the content on this page, go ahead and hit like, comment, and subscribe. Also, tap the notification bell if you guys want to know when I'm uploading videos. So today I got on this platform to talk about, usually when I do a video like this, I normally go live on Facebook, but I was just like, I'm just gonna do a video. So today I wanted to talk about spirituality, right? But I also wanted to express how when it comes to spirituality, we always talk about, oh, how great and wonderful being spiritual is, and we always talk about the light, but we never talk about the challenges that we face with spirituality. And so I was reading the Kabbalion, and it was talking about different cause and effects when I was looking at the different principles of nature, the different laws of nature, and it was talking about like principles of mentalism, etc., cause and effect, vibration, gender, same as above, so as below. So I was looking at that. I was just thinking about how everything has its opposition. And when I say that is, although we're all spiritualists and we're all on this journey and we're doing great and wonderful things in the world and healing others through our process, there are challenges. Part of healing is going to have some, there's going to be some highs and some lows. There's going to be some ups and some downs. It's not always going to be love and light. I don't want to sound cliche, but it's not going to always be peace. There's going to be some disruption, especially when you're healing, when you're actually doing the work. I remember when I did my ancestral bloodline healing with my coach, and when I did that healing for about a week, like I was just down and out. It wasn't that I was, I wasn't any less spiritual, but I was faced with some opposition, and there were times that, things came about and I didn't feel all love and light about it. I remember, a situation occurring, and my response was it wasn't a spiritual response, let me tell you that, because sometimes you want to sometimes you want to react with ego, okay? And so when you start digging deep, you will start noticing that urge will come about, and now it's up to you to use the work that you've done on this journey to apply those skills that you learn on this journey to combat that urge for ego to arouse. And I say it because it's a lot of days like that. There are a lot of days like that, especially when you do a big soul alignment, or you do some big work, right? Or like that sacred work we talked about on that yoni steam and that yoni detox. And so you start noticing that. And even when there's something good that's about to happen to you, you'll start noticing the rift, And so you have to be able to understand that, process it as well, though. Endure it and then move on, because that's what's going to happen. You're going to be on this journey and you're going to do work, and you're going to realize that you're going to notice some things that will trigger you. And you're going to like, dang, I was all peace, love, and light just the other day, but this issue right here still bothers me. And that's why it's difficult for a lot of people to choose this life. Because, see, this life is a lot harder to live than many other lives. This lifestyle is a lot harder to subscribe to than other lifestyles. Because in other lifestyles, you have so many people that's walking that same walk with you. Where in this lifestyle, you're typically, you have a tribe of people, but they're not in close proximity of you oftentimes. Or, you come to this realization, and then now you start coming in contact with people that's like this, but you're not, you guys are not accepted by the masses. There's not a That's not a building for what you do that you can go to every Wednesday and Thursday and sometimes Saturday and Sunday, or a building that you can go to on Sundays and Wednesdays but can't go to. So not saying that I'm knocking anyone that has those buildings to go to, but when you start to encounter this journey, you notice that your tribes, your friendships, they become scarce. And you have so many things that come up that you want to talk about, but you have no one to talk to about them because not everybody is moving in the same direction as you. But I just wanted to come on here and talk about those things because we don't talk about those things. A lot of times we be like, you'll talk to somebody that's on the love and light journey and they don't want to hear your negativity. That's what they call it. But this is a true encounter, a real thing that you need to address. And that's part of the healing process, to feel that pain. Because you're going to feel that pain. You're going to relive that experience until you heal that experience. So saying, I don't want to hear that because that's negative, that's not a good answer. Yes, think positively about the situation, but you are allowed to feel, okay? I think a lot of times when you're saying you're spiritual, people think by you being spiritual, you can't hurt. You can hurt. They think that you being spiritual, you can't be angry. You can be angry. You know how many times I've had to balance my chakras? Plenty of times. Because there are some things that still trigger me. There are some things that I am still working on. I feel like if you feel like you have arrived as a spiritualist and you can't learn anymore, I feel like that's unauthentic. So you're supposed to feel, and you're supposed to have things arise, because that's a part of the healing process. But let me talk more about when I did the ancestral bloodline healing. I started having cravings that weren't mine. Okay, I started craving beef, and like it was a burger, like a specific cheeseburger when I did the soul alignment, and not the soul alignment. I'm sorry, the bloodline healing. Let me tell y'all something. I've been pescatarian for at least 5 years, okay? And for me to crave a burger, I knew that wasn't mine, But you healing your bloodline, so maybe that ancestor that you're doing some healing for, that came forth for you to do the healing for, maybe they love cheeseburgers. Who knows? Or maybe that was just that thing that they ate, their comfort food or something. Who knows? But I started having those cravings, and then I started having like, I wouldn't say pits of rage, but I started experiencing some things that made me angry that never made me angry before. So then I had to ground myself and protect myself, because I'm like, oh, this is not me, So you got situations like that where you're encountering, anger and moods that's not of you, because you've been doing some work with your ancestors, and now you're picking up some of these ancestral things that they like to do. Maybe you didn't drink beer, but you craving a beer, But these are things that you have to work through. And another thing, I see a lot of people saying, oh, you know, they take spiritualism to an extreme, as if you're not supposed to have a life outside of spiritualism. You can still live your life too. So I want you guys to know that balance is always important when you're on this journey, because if there's no balance, then you're not going to be happy. What they say, too much of anything is not always good. You know, if you love candy but you eat a whole lot of candy, it's going to make your stomach ache. So those are the things that you need to consider when you're on this journey. Okay. But yeah, so like I said, a lot of people don't go on this journey because you're gonna bring something out, and it's not gonna always be pretty. It's not gonna always be peaches and roses. Sometimes it's gonna be ugly. Sometimes it's gonna be muggy. Some days you're gonna feel like you don't want to deal with anybody and you don't see your way out. Some days you're gonna ask your spirit guides. You're gonna be like, oh my gosh, what is this all about? Why am I going through this? This is supposed to be a beautiful journey, you know? And you're gonna have those days. But it's okay. It's okay to have those days. That's part of the work, you know? If you do start noticing yourself experiencing those days, I would urge you to ground and protect yourself. Do some guided meditation, okay? Something that's going to assist you on this journey. You know, do some, you know, whatever you have to do, whatever you do to, you know, calm your spirit, become centered. You know, but definitely implementing that meditation and doing that work, addressing that. Don't just ignore it. Don't be like, okay, as long as I just meditate, it's going to go away. No, 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 no. Address it. Acknowledge what that feeling is, okay? If you're angry, acknowledge that anger. If you need to heal from something, acknowledge that thing you need to heal from. It's okay. You're not perfect, all right? No one is. So that's pretty much it, you guys. I just wanted to come on here and talk to you guys about that. You know, just clearing that energy and, you know, doing that work. It's not going to always be peaches and creams. It's not going to always be love and light. It's not going to always be like that. You're going to have those days. You're going to have some days that you feel exhausted. You like, I just can't get up out of bed. And that's okay. That is okay. So if you like the content on this page, go ahead and hit like, comment, and subscribe. And guys, I will talk to you later.